Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on Play Games. My name is Lance, and I've had a number of requests to do another video showing how you can customize your Turtles and Batman game, combining them to make your own custom scenarios. So I wanted to cover that real quick and show you some of the other options you have. Now, a couple things I want you to keep in mind. Obviously, first, all the Batman stuff is still prototype material and is subject to change, and it's going to look a lot better when the final production copy is done. And with combining your games, the biggest thing with this is just to have fun. Don't worry about if the game is completely balanced or not. Just kind of come up with whatever you want to do. There are some guidelines to this to help you along as you stretch your legs and get into some of this stuff, but just have a good time with it. Make up your own stuff, put it up on the web, let other people see what you're doing, and just have fun with it. So that being said, the very first thing to do is to choose how many players or how many heroes you want to use, as that is going to be the baseline for the rest of your game. So let's go ahead and dive into it, and I'll show you how this works. So first off, let's go into the Turtles box, and I'm going to use the City Fall for this one. So with this, I'm going to go through and let's say that April O'Neil and Slash team up. You know, she is out to prove herself, and so she grabs Slash to help her out, and they are going to team up. And then on the Batman side, let's say that Robin and Catgirl ended up getting together, and the four of these guys teamed up, and they heard about this thing going down at the docks that they wanted to check out. So let's go ahead and add those tiles to the board and kind of create our own board here. We have some dock tiles from the Turtles game. Let's go ahead and populate that with some. Let's add some roadblocks. We'll go have one here. We'll add one over here. And of course, a shipping yard is going to have shipping containers. So let's add a few shipping containers to some of these other areas, making some interesting kind of pathways. All right, now we need enemies. So with that, the best rule of thumb is for every 2 heroes that you add, to add 1 enemy. So let's go with Batman first, and let's have Two-Face come out. Then on the Turtles side, and of course you can mix this up. You don't have to have it even. You can have all of the Turtles heroes and go up against Batman villains, or all of the Turtles villains against Batman heroes. So I mean, it doesn't have to be even, but let's go ahead and do Han as well for the leaders. And then when it comes to minions, another good rule of thumb is 1 minion for every 2 heroes, but I'm going to mix it up and add 3 to this. So with that, I'm going to go with the Purple Dragon Gang for Han, and then, or Hun, and then for Two-Face, let's do Hired Guns to add some range, and the Crushers for some brute power. From there, then we need some objectives. So you have to choose how you want to do that. And with this being a narrative-driven scenario, let's say that the Two-Face and Hun have teamed up to bring in some poisonous gas. And so they are going to need to get some tokens, put them out there, and they need to have their gang transport them from one side of the board to the other. And if they can make it to the other side of the board in 5 rounds or 4 rounds, then they have beaten the heroes and have won the game. On the other side, you can add other things. Of course, with Batman, you have that time bomb situation where you can add the time bomb to it. There's even a couple of time bombs in there, so you could add multiples where the heroes have to work their way around trying to deactivate some of those time bombs, or come up with completely different scenarios where the heroes have to investigate a number of shipping containers, and each one has to have a focus check, and those focus checks will become harder if there's enemies around them. So the possibilities are endless, and that's what's so cool about this system, is that you really can just kind of mix and match, throwing different things in, changing things, and then play the game. See how it works. If it works, great. If not, tweak it a little bit. You know, if this is too easy, then maybe throw in another leader or add some more minions, and then determine how many you need to add. You know, maybe the first game that we set out, I put out, 4 Crushers, 4 Hired Guns, and 6 Purple Dragon Gang, and it's too easy. Well, add some more minions then, or, change it up different ways. The other big thing is choosing the system you're going to play in. So with turtles, you're going to have enemies that are going to respawn, and enemies aren't based on line of sight, or they are based on line of sight, but then if they're out of sight, then they don't activate. Where with Batman, it's a shared line of sight. So if any enemy sees you, then they communicate with the other enemies and they move. But they don't respawn because the enemies are tougher and harder to kill. So those are some of the things you can choose from. And of course, you can mix it up as well. You can have the turtles respawn, or even the Batman guys respawn. It's totally up to you how you want to do this and how you want to incorporate this. But, like I said, have fun with it, enjoy it. As more stuff gets added, the possibilities are endless as more games get added to this as well. So it's really exciting to see where IDW is going with this, what other systems they're going to add to this, what other expansions they're going to add, as the Turtles are already talking about an expansion as it was shown in the back of the rulebook. So that's going to add some more options to this, where you can have the mutable animals out there doing stuff, and so you can have a whole team of them going up against the villains from Batman, or maybe even Batman. Maybe you can team up and have them go against each other, where Batman doesn't realize that they're good guys, or maybe they're not good guys. They have all those different cards in there for the different options. And this goes into with the one versus many as well, as each system provides different abilities and different things, where Batman is more focused on giving more options to the villain player, having that deck of 10 cards that really does make a huge difference, and being able to have that player come in and maybe create his part of it and you create your part of it. So you can even have player interaction when creating scenarios as well. So I hope this gives you a little bit more insight into how easy it is to combine these systems. As always, if you find these videos helpful, if you like what I do, please consider that like button, subscribing to my channel, as it really does make a big difference. It helps me to continue to grow and be able to produce these videos. And if you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them, or swing by the Kickstarter's main page. We have a couple of days left before this wraps up, so definitely check that out. Drop any questions you have there. They've been doing a great job of answering all the questions, and one of the designer, Pete, is just a great guy. So he is more than happy to answer anything you guys have, and is always willing to listen to any suggestions. So please swing by there, drop your comments there or here. I'll pass them along as well. And let me know what you guys think on this. Is this something that you're looking forward to, or do you want to have all these different options? Let me know in those comments below, or some of the scenarios you guys are thinking of. Let me know when you get these games, what kind of things you're going to be combining. I'd love to start a conversation, hear what you guys have to say too. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.